A stunning view of the moon.
Kevin, thank you. There is no question that Dallas is...
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. We've got Gordon. Jokic is out there with Bol. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Murray in at point guard. And for the Mavericks, we've got Luka Doncic. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Now here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Here's Bol. Here's Jokic. Tries again. And Bol with the lay-in.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now, here's Doncic. Knocked away. Jokic with the steal. And there's Murray on the assist by Jokic. Murray's got his second bucket. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket. Pass to Jokic. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Doncic, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Porzingis. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Murray finds Porter. Back to Murray. It's Porter atop the key. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And again, Denver no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and, Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And at 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
A pass to Hardaway. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Porter. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. From the arc. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nuggets leading by 4. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Murray, no good. Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And Redick kicks to Powell. Out to the wing. Redick passes to Powell. Richardson outside. No good from 11 feet. First trip to the line for him here. And the first one at the line is good.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Denver making a switch here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for Bull. Martin's checked in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. And so here is Dallas. They trail by 6. And it's Cauley Stein. That time on the assist from Redick.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Morris against Brunson. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The Nuggets making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And Morris drops them both. Mavericks trail by 6. Richardson with it. It's Richardson on the wing. Dallas no good that time either.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Dozier, just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Out to Morris, pass to Dozier. Millsap left side. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Richardson. Off target at the rim. And so it's Denver with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Josh Richardson. Cauley Stein is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Powell in at the 5 roaming the paint. McGee's shot is off.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. 4-point game. At the tip, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Just competing right now. Millsap wanting to make the most out of that possession.
Inside, here's Powell. Oh,
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And the slam dunk by McGee. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but...
Wow. Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. The putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Porter finds Murray. And another miss by Denver. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Hardaway. No good on the shot. Gordon with the defensive effort. Passes it to Bull. Shoots. The Nuggets with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Always the connection with the teammate. That time Porzingis in the right spot.
Murray the pass to Bull. Gordon inside. Porter outside. And again, Denver no good. Mavericks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
All free throws good from Doncic. 1:56 left in the first half. And here is Murray. 6 points for him. And he converts the layup. Murray's got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Doncic passes to Porzingis and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Bull. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Man, I didn't know he could get up like that.
Mavericks trail by 8. Doncic looking it over. Now the pass to Hardaway. 56 seconds left now here in the second. Got it. Good job in the low post.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Porter and finished off by Porter.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
Porter against Doncic. The Nuggets leading by 8. Hardaway with the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Throws it up high. Marjanovic, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And Jokic drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Over Porter. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Denver going in. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, after 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 10. And big. And that'll.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
So on the floor for Denver, Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then there's Jamal Murray. And there's Gordon. And it's Porter at the shooting guard position.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Doncic, here we go. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away using those long arms.
And the basket by Gordon.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Porzingis and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Marjanovic finds Porzingis. Back to Marjanovic. Now Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Marjanovic, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And Doncic, here we go. That one goes in. Doncic has got 6.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. A different look for Denver. Morris looking over the floor. He feeds it to Millsap. Back to Morris. Dishes it to Millsap. Pass to Dozier. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Morris. The Nuggets with another miss.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Brunson, good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
In the corner, Powell with it. Cauley Stein at the elbow. Here's Brunson. A second chance effort. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Powell.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Morris passes to Dozier. Back to Morris. Feeds it to Millsap. It's tipped.
Hard-nosed defender, and Josh Richardson using a little bit of that length from the wing position to deny that one.
It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Redick with the 3, but they recover it. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. Powell with the steal, and the dunk by Powell.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
.104 left here in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 10. Richardson outside. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks making a change here. Burks is checked in. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Fires, high post. No good that time. And Denver the other way now. Down low. And McGee kicks to Millsap. And Millsap snaps it in.
And Millsap really getting up for that one. Love the aggressiveness.
Burke dishes to Richardson. And that's an intentional foul. The Mavericks have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. The first free throw is good. Good on both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Morris outside. With 1 on the clock. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Richardson is out there with Trey Burke. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Redick in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. From deep three-point range, Denver grabs the miss.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Millsap misses. Mavericks trail by 10. With the shot. And too long on the shot.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
They'll get a chance to cut the deficit to within 10. Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Morris finds Millsap. Back to Morris. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Here's Burke. Doesn't go that time. And it's Denver the other way. In the corner, it's Morris. To the right side. To the paint, and stolen by Richardson. Fast break, Dallas. All going up court. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Powell with the steal. Here's Richardson, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Josh enjoying this and one opportunity. Good job finishing despite the defense knocking him around a bit.
That's good from Richardson.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
The Nuggets leading by 7. Now here's Barton. The feed to McGee. The 9-footer's on the mark. 10 points for JaVale McGee.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free. Oh, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, bangs home the trifecta.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
Morris passes to Millsap. He kicks to McGee. A three from Morris. A three-pointer is right on target. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
The pass to Dozier from deep. The rebound by Marjanovic. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 10-point game. Jacks up a three. Pass to Finney-Smith. Fires the three. They get it back. Now here's Hardaway. The three for Doncic. Rebounded by McGee.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Marjanovic. Off target with his three. Barton against Hardaway. Right side Millsap. Passes it to Dozier. Millsap kicks to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Now Marjanovic. Doncic outside. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. And all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. the Margaret Hunt-Hill Bridge, and the Clippers starting five. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2 spot. And for Dallas, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. Yes, that goes in. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus. Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Now here's Beverley. Nobody near Leonard. Buries it from 3-point range.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverley. Wow.
Doncic outside. Goes up from the top of the key. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other. Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Porzingis against Zubac. Here's George. Almost, but it rolls out.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Here's Zubac. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Doncic against Beverley. Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Got a piece of it. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
You're asking for trouble now if you let Paul George get room to run. Excellent transition and superb at getting himself in the right position.
Now, here's Doncic. Cousins with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Doncic looking it over to the middle, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Now, here's Kennard. And the pass to Ibaka. Back to Kennard. High post to Ibaka. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Now Brunson. Outside, Redick. Baseline try. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He hits both from the stripe. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 7-point differential. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the night right here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 12-4 run. Jackson against Brunson. Here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines.
Venom.
And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes.
This game, it's
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
J.J. Redick is out there with Paulie Stein. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Passes to Brunson. Now here's Powell. Misses off the right iron. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Kennard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. Redick surveying the D. Back to Richardson. Pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Powell, the pass to Brunson. And the shot is good.
Well, they love to see Powell keep his eyes up and look for his teammates. The more assists they get out of him, the more dangerous their offense will be.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Ibaka, the pass to Kennard. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Boy, Ibaka is such a great teammate. This guy is always willing to find the open man.
And here's Richardson. To the inside. Paulie Stein takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. It's rebounded by Brunson. Mavericks trail by 6. And the dunk by Powell.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I'll tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to sky for that slam dunk.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Doncic outside. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Beverly against Doncic. Over Beverly. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Doncic. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Here's Leonard. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Porzingis high post. Working on Zubac. They get it back. Marjanovic, second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Marjanovic has got it all tied up now for the man.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And George, here we go. Banked in off the glass. George has got 6.
Boy, not only can Paul George get off the dribble drive, but you see the strength to absorb the contact and finish. Nice.
Doncic against Beverly. Doncic left side. And the rejection by Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins proving you don't have to be a high flyer to block shots. That's about positioning and timing.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow it.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Right out of the gates, it was the Clippers setting the tone. Their lead at one point was up to 7. And that
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. Here's George. Here's Zubac. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Porzingis.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
See, you can tell Porzingis knows when he's in close, he's got the kind of size, touch, and length to make that look easy.
Outside for George. Launches it. The offensive rebound. And Leonard stays with it.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Outside Hardaway. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on George.
Well, this guy is so effective with the pump fake. Luka Doncic gets the defender off his feet. Beautiful.
The Mavericks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Cauley Stein comes in for Marjanovic. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Hardaway. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Ibaka, the pass to Kennard. Over Richardson. And Willie Cauley Stein gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Kennard finds Morris. And here is Ibaka. And he banks in the layup. Ibaka's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Richardson outside. Brunson scanning the floor. Not going to go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was the good idea to foul there.
The Mavericks leading. Lays it up off the glass. Richardson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Down low. And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. I know you appreciate this break. So much of defense now is closing out on the 3-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that 3-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Jackson passes to Kennard. For 3. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Redick finds Cauley Stein. There's 45 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Brunson. No good with the layup. Clippers trail by 4. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Kennard for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Jackson with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. Here's Mann, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Both shots good from the stripe. Powell with it. The pass to Brunson. And he lays it straight in. Brunson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Redick in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Clippers trail by 4. Ibaka, the pass to Mann. Here's Kennard, and stolen by Richardson. Here's Brunson. And the call, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And here's Leonard from 3. Here's Zubac. Beverly dishes to Leonard. But they'll get another chance. Beverly finds Leonard. George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Back to Leonard. There's the triple. They get it again. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
George passes to Leonard. Doncic against George. Shoots over Doncic. Los Angeles with another miss.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Dallas leading by 6. Now, here's Doncic. And finished off by Doncic.
How about the finish from Luka Doncic? My goodness, go ahead with the hammer.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to George. Zubac against Porzingis. Zubac kicks to George. And he gets it to go.
Now you have to respect the focus of Paul George, not letting the defense alter his shot.
Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Leonard against Doncic. Passes it to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
To think that at one point, after that horrific leg injury, Paul George, there was some doubt whether he could regain the level of play we're accustomed to. But this guy gets better and better.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverly. 1:32 left in the fourth. Inside, here's Porzingis, and the layup is good. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
George looking around. Jackson dishes to George.
Boy, bodying up there, making sure to get position. That's really nice rebounding technique.
Hardaway against Jackson. Now Doncic. And they double up Doncic. A wide open look here for Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And now an 8-point Dallas lead. The deep three from George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Leonard. From deep three-point range, Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over. Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
From deep. Doncic, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this. All right, David, great. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for Dallas, they've got Porzingis, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Now here's McCollum. Passes it to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Nurkic. 4 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The tray. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Covington.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Over to the left wing. Stolen by McCollum. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum passes to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up. And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
And Dallas again with the bucket.
And you know, you look at Porzingis, he's got his shot on automatic. Not much wasted motion in that stroke.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Lillard outside. Stolen by Brunson. And they're on the break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Simons. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Outside Collins. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Mavericks trailing. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Powell to the middle. Cauley-Stein kicks to Powell. Pass to Richardson. Just 5 on the clock. Brunson up top. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Out left to the wing. Anthony against Brunson. Anthony down low, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Brunson. He feeds it to Cauley-Stein. The shot's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Anthony taking his time here. There's the pass to Simons. Hollis Jefferson with it. Covered by Reddick. Richardson against Anthony. Here's Powell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And Powell doing a nice job using his length on these hard shots. I mean, excellent. Powering through the contact.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Anthony, no one around. And the 3 off target. Richardson dishes to Powell. And the layup's good off the glass. Powell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Here's Simons. Launches a 3. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Mavericks ahead, leading by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Hollis Jefferson is out there with Collins. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in the point guard. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Doncic following the score by Damian Lillard. Outside, Porzingis. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And the dunk by Covington.
And check out how high Covington gets with these alley-oops. My goodness. Taking off like he's been launched by a rocket booster.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Now here's Marjanovic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside Hardaway. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. Porzingis trying to get free. They shoot again. And Covington sends it back.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 6. That ties it up. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Now, here's Doncic. Passes it to Marjanovic. Shoots over Covington, and Covington sends it back. Powell, the pass to Covington. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And it's always terrific when Covington gets going down in the paint. I mean, this guy can score the ball from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Nurkic finds Anthony. He wants to get it to Nurkic, and does. 5 on the clock. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
Doncic feeling it out. And stolen by Lillard. Here's Covington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, Covington's ability to space the floor and his length at the defensive end is something every team is looking for. He is the prototypical 3-and-D player in my mind.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Richardson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Redick. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Simon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
A different look for Dallas. Billy Cauley-Stein comes in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. The Mavericks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. It's Richardson on the wing. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Fires for 3. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 5 points so far.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Simons. To the paint. Here's Kanter. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Dallas shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Here's Simons.
Powell is a really reliable defender. I mean, he's excellent using his length and his...
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Lillard. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein a presence defensively.
Here's Nurkic. It's Powell on the wing. Good on the three-point shot. Powell's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in two different settings.
Yeah, I mean, two very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly.
You know, guys, this is the danger Porzingis poses in the open floor. He's excellent at getting to his spots.
Lillard with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Covington sends it back. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And Lillard gets it to go.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Doncic against Lillard. Outside Hardaway. Doncic outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nurkic with the block. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball and the dunk by Powell.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Boy, Doncic is so good at going at the defense. And when he goes at him like that, it puts the defense in a tough spot. Very crafty.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Now, here's Redick. Cauley Stein passes to Burke, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Burke's got his first bucket in this one.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Outside, Covington. Back to Lillard. Count it, and the foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Norman Powell. And Carmelo Anthony has subbed in for C.J. McCollum.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now, here's Redick. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him and the defender.
Lillard attacking. Anthony kicks to Collins. Portland no good that time either. Here's Richardson. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Lillard left side. Good. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
In the corner, it's Richardson. Pass to Cauley Stein. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Redick finds Burke. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. That's good from Burke on the assist from Redick.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Now here's Lillard. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Mavericks ball.
.20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Burke looking over the floor. To the middle. Here's Cauley Stein. Lays it up and banks it in. Cauley Stein's got 6 points.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
And we've reached the end of the third. Mavericks lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Trailblazers trail by 5. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Lillard dishes to Covington. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. The feed now to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Down low. Now the pass to Nurkic. On the clock. And another turnover here by Portland. Mavericks leading by 7. Now here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Deflects the pass and stolen by Lillard. Porzingis with the steal. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Excellent court awareness from the big man there. Porzingis proven to be a reliable passer.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic. He kicks to McCollum. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Powell dishes to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Here's Lillard. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Lillard. And the layup falls. Lillard's got 12 points here in the second half.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Lillard against Doncic. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Lillard attacking. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
Lillard with the bucket.
proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic outside. And that one, good. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Now, here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass it to Marjanovic. The drive by Doncic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness, but also he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Powell kicks to Covington. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Covington against Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. And here is Marjanovic. It's over Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Here's Lillard. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Doncic outside. Pocket 6. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
But he gets it back. Lillard fires away from way outside. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. And here is Doncic. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They didn't make it. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
presentation of the NBA.
The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Hardaway. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Murray in at the point guard. Outside, Porter. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have two names for you, Stockton and Malone. And how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half-court execution. Man, it was surgical.
And it's Doncic missing. To the inside. Outside for Murray from about 19 feet. That one off the back iron and out.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Hardaway goes in. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
Back to Murray. Porzingis with the steal. Marjanovic finds Hardaway. Porter with a block. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Here's Doncic. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Shot from the inbound, and it's in there. Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Doncic feeling it out. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the Nuggets pick up 2. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. It's hauled in by Jokic. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Gordon kicks to Porter. Denver passing it around.
On the backside, Porzingis is staying very aware and alert, keeping those big hands moving.
Here's Finney-Smith, and he banks in the layup.
Quickly up court with the basketball, delivered a perfect strike.
And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. It's tipped. Cauley Stein finds Brunson. His 3-pointers off the mark. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now here is McGee. Barton, no luck. 1:09 left here in the first quarter. Richardson gets a wide open look. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
D's got to pay better attention to Richardson, one of the better shooters on the roster. This time he gets it done from the mid-range.
Morris dishes to Millsap. Pass to Dozier. Millsap with it, covered by Reddick. And it's Millsap. That time on the assist by Morris.
Even though Millsap draws the contact there, he does an incredible job forcing that one through the hoop.
And there's the pass to Powell. Shoots. Brunson, no good.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Morris with the bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Richardson against Barton. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for two.
Richardson playing with boundless energy, great at going into the physical defense and drawing the foul.
And Richardson drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Morris outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Nuggets on top. They some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Reddick in at the three. Loads it up for Millsap.
You can't afford to give Paul Millsap that look. That shot is what defines his game.
Mavericks trail by 4. Brunson finds Reddick. That shot off the mark. Now Denver takes it the other way.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Richardson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on JaVale McGee.
Josh Richardson continuing to develop his overall game. Has such good height at the 2-guard spot.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley-Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for J.J. Reddick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Dozier. Chalk up 2 there.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Mavericks trail by 6. Doncic outside. Pulls up. A new 14 for the Mavericks.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Morris kicks to McGee. Back to Morris. The feed to McGee. Over Porzingis. Nice D from Porzingis.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Stolen by McGee. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. The Nuggets leading by 4. Barton outside. Back to Morris. He dishes it to Millsap. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic to the wing right side. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important
for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
A nice shot by Dozier.
Everyone on D looks a step slow in transition as they keep getting beat down the floor.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Doncic against Porter. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Finney-Smith's got 5 points so far.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Pass to Bull. Left side, Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Doncic kicks to Richardson. 1:02 left in the first half of the game. Rebound by Murray.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Bull, the pass to Murray. It's stolen by Marjanovic. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Dallas making a switch here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Marjanovic. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
Well, you have to think if Jokic is that good a passer, his mind is always working. Why not work it to get contact like that?
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Brunson kicks to Richardson. With 4 seconds on the clock, that shot is off. And so it's Denver with their lead. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their depth. Shaq has been that way for a while. And that's going to do it for us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Denver. Jokic is out there at Bull. And there's Gordon. Then it's Porter. And it's Murray in at the 1.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Finney-Smith. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Jokic, no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it. Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Inside, Jokic, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Hardaway goes in, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Tim Hardaway Jr., great momentum right to the rim.
Denver's shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Pass to Bull. Gordon inside. From down in the low post, it goes.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
And here is Hardaway. He has 6. The pass to Doncic for the lead. Knocks down the 3 ball. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Jokic draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And so here is Dallas. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Hardaway passes to Porzingis, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Brunson against Morris. Shoots over Brunson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his second personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
That free throw good for Morris. And Morris drops them both. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Brunson the pass to Richardson. Brunson against Morris. Brunson, good.
Something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
Morris passes to McGee. Back to Morris. Denver passing it around. And stolen by Redick. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Cauley Stein. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Dallas lead.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing. But they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Brunson scanning the floor. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Stolen by McGee. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Floats it up for Millsap. He's off on that one. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on an 18-6 run. Richardson attacking. Outside, Redick. Kicks it out to Richardson. Passes it to Pop. Over in the corner, Doncic. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Millsap.
As soon as the shot was released, Millsap gets off the floor quickly and blocks it.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein. The kick out to Barton. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And it's sent back by Millsap. Here we go, one-on-one. The 3. Dozier can't get it to go. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Good if it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Dallas. They finish off the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-6 run. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now for an update on Jalen Brunson's injury, let's go to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Dallas. He said he looked at the wrist, and fortunately, it looks like there's no significant damage.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Cauley Stein in at the 5. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, Cauley Stein positioned himself early and then found the reward there as he collected the ball and threw it through.
Doncic comes with the double team, and it's Jokic in the corner. Kicks at the Bull. True on the 14-footer. Bull's got his first basket.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there, one of his better qualities as a passing big.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Dallas making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Richardson. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Here's Murray. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Dallas the other way. Now the Mavericks moving it up. On the wing, Doncic. Five to shoot. Looking to end his cold spell.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Murray outside. The kick out to Porter. Outside Gordon. Cuts off the pass. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And Doncic throws it down.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Dallas leading by 8. Now, here's Doncic. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Murray surveying the D. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Dallas calls timeout. They're up by 6. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight, that they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bol. Millsap comes in for Gordon. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic with it. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Lets the 3 fly. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 10. And the basket is good. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Monte Morris with the foul.
Side out.
That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Denver calls timeout. They trail by 7. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, they'll be looking for the steal here on the inbounds. If they can't come up with the TO right away, then it's time to foul and hope for some misses at the line.
Here's Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morris, no good. And the Mavericks with possession. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic with it. From deep 3-point range. No good there. And so it's Dallas winning this one.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the... Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Marjanovic, Doncic out there with Hardaway. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point. Now, here is George. Pass to Cousins. Back to George. Doncic with the block.
Doncic known for his offense, but twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
Porzingis can't hit. And it's George finishing it off.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Mavericks making the shot. George looking over the floor. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, just great work by DeMarcus Cousins. Persistence, great scoring ability, and that's how you manufacture points.
Beverly against Hardaway. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Good work there as it goes.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And Beverly kicks to Zubats. And here is Marjanovic. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
How about that burst of speed? Tim Hardaway Jr. Whoa!
The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Outside Leonard. No good on that one. Nice D from Porzingis. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. George with the bucket.
Well, the 3 ball has become one of the best attributes that Paul George brings to the table. Great form, great touch.
Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Doncic. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. No good from Zubats.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Richardson the pass to Redick. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The focus, the precision. Once Redick gets any airspace to shoot the deep ball, he seizes on the opportunity.
The pass to Zubats. Back to Beverly. 1:27 left to play in the first. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Richardson. Feeds it to Powell. Nice D from Cousins. The Clippers trail. Fast break. Here we go. Nobody near George. Off target from outside. Brunson against Beverly, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. It's his first trip to the line. A platoon swap here for the Clippers, and he makes both free throws. 54 seconds left in the first. Passes it to Kennard. Here's the three. Powell pulls it in.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Dallas shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And Richardson drops them both.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Jackson hits both of them. Mavericks leading by 4. Richardson with it. Down low. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. 6 to shoot. Here's Brunson. That one drops for him. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, and it's fun.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Brunson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Clippers trail by 6. Outside Jackson. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Yep, it counts. Jackson's got 6 points.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Brunson scanning the floor. Richardson outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Here's Mann. Cauley Stein grabs the board. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They lead by 4. The shot by Powell, no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break. And just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Morris finds Kennard. In the corner, it's Morris. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Jackson passes to Ibaka. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Kennard's shot is off. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
And stolen by Richardson. Pass to Brunson. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now, here's Doncic. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. And Beverley kicks to Leonard. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
1:53 left in the second quarter. Outside, George drops in the tray. George has got 8 points.
Silky smooth jumper from Paul George, and he just lets it fly whenever he gets free from that spot.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Now here's Doncic. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Clippers trail by 5. Pass to Zubac. Here's Beverley, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
What you have to love about Patrick Beverley is the long road to the NBA and his commitment to getting there. Think about this, guys. 3 different European leagues before he signs with the Rockets. I don't know how you can't appreciate that kind of work ethic.
Now here's Porzingis. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Out to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. They get it back. That shot missing. LA's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. He gets that one. 10 points for him.
That's fantastic shot making this quarter after struggling a bit in the first.
35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now Doncic. 23 seconds left to play here in the half. To the left side wing. Finney Smith passes to Marjanovic. Doncic against Leonard. Doncic no good. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's George. Here's Zubac. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. And you think about how Kawhi Leonard is able to dominate from the wing position at both ends. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Luka Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. The Mavericks have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a one-point game.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 6.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Now, here is George. 10 points for him. But they get it back. And Beverly kicks to George. Moves back up. And the layup good by Cousins.
Deep low post position. If DeMarcus Cousins has it, turn the lights out.
Doncic looking it over. And the dunk by Doncic.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Here's George. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Doncic. Here's Porzingis. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Paul George.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Leonard finds George. Puts it up from 17, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Finney Smith. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Ibaka. Out to Morris. It's over Powell. Ibaka, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
We know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
Runs in the pass to Powell. .152 left in the third. Now here's Redick. Tight defense on him. He can't hit that time. And the wide open shot from Morris. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Richardson. Slammed in by Richardson.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now here's Jackson. He has 6. And the pass to Man. That one, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. One-on-one here. Morris against Richardson. Great positioning on the putback. Powell's got the lead up to 7 now for Dallas.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Kennard. High post to Ibaka. Shoots over Redick. Shots good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6.
Well, Serge Ibaka added this aspect to the game. Came in as a shot blocker, but worked so hard to become an offensive threat.
Richardson attacking. Passes it to Cauley-Stein. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Clippers trail by 7. Jackson looking it over. Left side, Ibaka. From past the arc. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 7. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Man in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Brunson against Jackson. Brunson, good. Brunson's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Mavs.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Ibaka.
I think it's the gritty nature of Serge Ibaka's game that earns him these calls. You've got to be careful how you guard him.
And the first one at the line is good. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Doncic outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Clippers trail by 5. Outside Jackson. Drops in the layup for 2.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Doncic against Jackson, and that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Goes up. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
You know, many consider this guy the best two-way player in the world, and you love that Kawhi Leonard's defense, he is the guy that finishes. That's appropriate.
And the Mavericks call time here.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Hardaway kicks to Finney Smith. Up top, Doncic. He's covered by Leonard. Porzingis can't hit. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Porzingis. Bucket is good. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Boy, what you really like about Porzingis going end-to-end, he does it under control, right? This guy is 7 feet and masterful in space.
And George, here we go. And that one is good. George has got 4 points this quarter.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Here's Doncic. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Now, Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
Beverly dishes to George. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Here's Doncic. Empty that time from Leonard. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Clippers. Beverly the pass to Zubac. Hardaway with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Yes!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 1. 51 seconds left in the fourth. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Leonard inside. The shot missing. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. There's the pass to Doncic. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. From deep. No good that time. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Hardaway with the steal. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the dub. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. DA.
Well, guys, I'm very familiar.
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thank you. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Luka Doncic. Bogdanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward position.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Stolen by McCollum. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And the dunk by Powell.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Lillard against Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And Lillard throws it down.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Outside Hardaway. Up again. It's good on the putback.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. He dishes it to McCollum. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lillard against Doncic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Lillard against Doncic. Passes to McCollum. And the rejection by Marjanovic. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Covington with the steal. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Mavericks trail by 4. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's Powell. Has to call Stein. Dishes it to Richardson. Pass to Powell. Oh, the power on that threw-down. Wow.
So yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Outside Anthony. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Cantor dishes to Anthony. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Brunson. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. 1:09 left in the first quarter of the game. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. 5 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. There's Hollis Jefferson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Brunson with it. Cantor cover. Brunson scanning the floor. In the corner, it's Richardson. He feeds it to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
The pass to Giles. And here's Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Simons. And it's off from 3-point range. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Brunson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Outside Anthony. They could use a bucket. Powell pulls it in.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Mavericks ahead, up by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how
Humble begins. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Powell is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Richardson. And at the shooting guard.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Runs in the pass to Cauley-Stein. Dallas moving the ball around. Powell. Shot clock at 2. Brunson kicks to Redick. Hits it from 3-point range. Redick's got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Doncic against Lillard. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. That free throw good from Lillard.
And one thing you talk about with Lillard, great at all times, but absolutely lethal in the clutch.
Now Doncic, he's got 8. Here's Porzingis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Lillard against Doncic. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving inside.
Doncic outside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Lillard against Doncic. Now here's Lillard. He's got 9. Feeds to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .127 left in the first half. Doncic looking it over. And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now here's McCollum. Buries the long-range jumper. McCollum's got 7 points.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
The drive by Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Lillard misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And an intentional foul right there. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Lillard against Brunson. Three-pointer. Nurkic in the post. No points in the game yet for him. Kept alive. Goes up again. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Here's Powell. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks riding a 15-point lead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They just exploded. And that's a wrap with the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
They've got Enes Kanter. Giles is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Anthony, and it's Simons in at the point. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Richardson against Anthony. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Brunson. Lays it up off the glass. Brunson's got 6.
And now that's how you start a fast break and how you finish it.
Outside Anthony. Powell with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Redick's got the ball. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
A nice shot by Simons.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Brunson finds Redick. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Back to Brunson. Pass to Richardson. Now Powell. Anthony with the defensive effort.
Wow, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found their mark. It's been a good start for them.
Powell dishes to Redick. Pass to Brunson. Here's Cauley Stein. He's covered by Kanter. Shot clock at 6. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the middle. The shot's good from Cantor.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And now we've got the intentional foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Doncic against Lillard. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Lillard with it. 9 points in the game so far. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. It's rebounded by Dallas.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game. Lillard against Hardaway. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooting.
Mavericks leading by 18. And here is Hardaway. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Powell pulls it in. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Ahead, here's Hardaway. Finished off the break. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard against Doncic. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And so it's Dallas with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Marjanovic. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, Doncic. The pass to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Passes it to Porzingis. Over Lillard. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Powell kicks to McCollum. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Takes the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Doncic. The layup off target. Trailblazers trail by 15. Lillard way outside. Porzingis with the rebound.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. To the paint. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And what can you say about an alley-oop from that far away?
You can't say anything. It was pure beauty. Now here's Lillard. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Doncic outside. Stolen by McCollum. They push it up 4 on 3. And the dunk by Powell.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Doncic outside. From deep three-point range, that shot no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. The shot by Lillard wide open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Doncic outside. The 3-ball. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Dallas.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. 52 seconds left in the game. Redick surveying the D. Richardson the pass to Brunson. Back to Richardson. Just 3 to shoot. Redick inside the line. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Nurkic kicks to Covington. Lillard from outside. The shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Lets the 3 fly. Lillard again missing. Brunson with it. This one for 3. Off target with that shot.
Well, it's great to see Lillard working on his defense. Part of his game.
David, thank you.